Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 24 of the Washington football team franchise here on Madden NFL 22. Today we are back with the Washington football team. Hope you guys enjoyed the little small stream we did yesterday looking at the college football playoff. I thought it was cool, I thought it was interesting, get you guys more immersed in what's going on in the football world. But today we are back with the postseason. The wild card round starts today. And we have the 4-seed Washington football team playing host to the 5-seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Both teams finished the year 10-7, and it'll be the defending champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers who take the field first, led out by the GOAT, Tom Brady. 5,400 yards this season. Obviously, that was a career high and third all-time in a single season. So still playing at a very high level, even into his 40s. They'll start off their own 26-yard line. Brady in the gun is going to look left side. He has his man Scotty Miller, who gets it for a quick gain of 21 on the first play. Both these teams did meet up last year in the wild card round. Tampa Bay was victorious on their way to a Super Bowl win, 31-23. And then this year they met back in Week 10, except this time Washington was victorious 40-34 in overtime. So both teams could use a big win here to move on, and they're looking for it. As here is Montez Sweat bringing down Tom Brady on a 2nd and 10, makes it now 3rd and 19. Brady in the gun. He's going to look left side, almost intercepted by Cameron Curl. However, there is a flag down. It's going to be roughing the passer, a huge penalty, as that would have been 3rd down, gotten him off the field. And Matthew Ioannidis is the culprit, and you can see right here, that is definitely a late hit. Got to pull back if you're Ioannidis. Cannot give Tampa Bay more chances on offense. It's now 1st and 10 at 48. He's going to be sacked again. This time it's the undrafted rookie Delvin Hodge out of Marshall who gets the sack off the edge. Now 2nd and 19. They're going to go to the ground for the first time. Ronald Jones, who rushed for over 1,000 yards this season, gets stuffed. Now 3rd and 19. Brady in the pocket, looks left side, has Godwin. However, that's not going to get you far at all. And it'll be a punt by Bradley Pinion. Kicks it towards the sideline. Gibson's going to let it go, and it's going to bounce out at the 2. So great punt by Bradley Pinion. That's how Washington will start. And here comes Fitzpatrick. 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 19 interceptions on the season. Back in that Week 10 game, he passed for 363 and 3 scores without an interception. We need that Fitzpatrick here today. On their own 2, quick pass right side. This is going to get you out of the shadow of your own end zone. That's a quick 11-yard strike to Curtis Samuel. Now a double-A gap look from Tampa Bay. It's an RPO to Diami Brown. And the rookie out of North Carolina is actually going to go backwards too on the screen. 2nd and 12. Washington goes empty. Fitzpatrick pumps, looks left side, and this one is broken up. Dangerous pass. Could have been intercepted. Now 3rd and 12. Fitzpatrick looks across the middle. Another pass that was thrown into coverage. Batted down by Antoine Whittenfield Jr. And both teams will punt on their first drive. Now Tampa Bay on their second drive out to the 43-yard line. Brady in the pocket. It's just going to end up throwing this one away. Now 2nd and 10. Brady drops back, throws to his left, checks down to Jones. He's pushed out of bounds, and now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Underneath center, they're going to throw for it again. Across the middle, has a man. There is Cameron Brates, who moves the sticks, gets to the 35 in a new set of downs. Double gap look now from Washington. It'll be a play fake. They back out of it. Brady looking down the field. He's got nobody open. The pass rush is going to get home, sacked by Montez Sweat for the 2nd time. Sweat had himself a breakout season. And he brings down Brady again, making it 3rd and 23. From the 49, Brady goes back again. Nowhere to go except throwing it out of bounds. And that's another punt. Washington's front 4, their strong suit is getting home. He's now Washington with the football. Here's a carry to Gibson, who busted out left side. And he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. And he's going to go the distance, 89 yards for a score. Antonio Gibson breaks the first score of the day. Gibson, the rushing champ in the regular season. It's because of explosive plays like this. Now you got to give credit to Terry McLaurin out there. Lays a beautiful block right here. Bam, gets Antoine Winfield. That's what springs Gibson. And it's now 7-0 Washington. See if Tampa Bay has any sort of answer. Here's a 1st and 10. Quick pass to Miller, who gets absolutely jacked by Landon Collins. 2nd and 2. Brady starting to feel himself. From his own 46. In the pocket. Throws off his back foot right side. And this one is broken up. Looking for Godwin downfield. Now 3rd and 2. Bunch to the left. Brady's going to look that way. Fires. And he has Mike Evans, who sits down right in the zone. And that'll be a 1st down. Out to the 47 of Washington. 3:30 to go in the 1st quarter. It's going to be a delayed give to Leonard Fournette. And Leonard Fournette is finally popped by Collins as well. That went for no gain, they say. Now 2nd and 10. Brady back to throw. 4-man rush. Fires across the middle. Has Chris Godwin, who's going to pick up a 1st down. Godwin already active today. 1,200 yards in the regular season and 8 scores. He's getting started in a hurry. Now 1st and 10. Play fake. Pressure coming, and it's going to get home. Sacked by Jonathan Allen, who brings down Brady. And it's 2nd and 22, Tampa Bay. Now 3rd and 21. Chris Godwin in motion. Brady in the pocket. 4-man rush. Throws off his back foot for the end zone. And this one is going to be broken up. Evans had it for a second. Nice recovery defense from Roberts. And it's a 59-yard field goal try from Suckup. He misses it wide right. Interesting call, as now Washington going into the 2nd quarter has pretty solid field position. Only ran 7 offensive snaps. Now out to the 38. It's 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick looks for a deep man right side. Has Samuel, but he can't come down with it. Curtis Samuel got behind the defense. Incomplete, but now it is a 55-yard try from Hopkins, and he buries it. So 10-0 Washington now. They take a 2-score lead. Tampa Bay back with the football at their own 41-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 run to Fournette, and he goes nowhere. Now 2nd and 10. Play fake to Jones, who checks in. Brady's got time, surveys, and just throws it away. Didn't like what he sees. Now 3rd and 10. In the gun, Jones to his right. It's a blitz, and it's batted down by a curl, looking for Antonio Brown. That's going to be another Tampa Bay punt. So here's Gibson back at his own 20-yard line, trying not to be pinned deep again by Pinion. And this time he cuts it left side. He has a lot of open space. Cuts it inside just to juke out Pinion. And Gibson is going to go the distance. Punt return touchdown for Gibson. Another score for Washington. Another explosive play. And they're up 16-0 now. Hopkins on the extra point does miss it wide right, so it stays a 2-possession game. But 16-0 now Washington. Tampa Bay back on offense. Here's a 2nd and 7 throw to Mike Evans, and they really need an answer here to stop all this Washington momentum. 3rd and inches. Pass. That one is caught by Gronkowski. Nice stick mover by the tight end. Puts now Tampa Bay at the 46. Here comes a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Fournette, the deep back, and he is stuffed up the middle. There is Daron Payne making the play. Now empty here, 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw across the middle. Has a man. It's Mike Evans wide open, and he will move the chains now to the 39 of Washington. So now a new set of downs, trying to put together a nice solid drive. Brady going to throw for it on 1st and 10. Has a man wide open. It's Evans again. Evans busy early, just like he was back in Week 10. He had 6 for 77 back in that game. Now another 1st and 10 throw. Washington showed pressure but backed out of it. And this time it's a crossing pattern to Cameron Brate, who will put Tampa Bay in the red zone. However, not for long. There is movement on that offensive line. It's going to be false start, making it now 2nd and 7. Staying in the gun, still going to throw for it is Brady. Looks right side, has Gronk, who sheds a tackle. And now Gronk's inside the 5 down at the 2. Making it goal to go Tampa Bay, looking to get on the scoreboard. In the gun, it's going to be a handoff to Jones. He's going to power forward for a touchdown. Ronald Jones finds the end zone. That gives Tampa Bay their first points, but Tristan Wirfs was hurt on the play. So now Washington, their offense finally back on the field. Here's a 1st and 10 pass to Downey Brown, who's wide open across the middle. It's only Fitzpatrick's 7th pass attempt. Here's pass number 8. It's to McLaurin, who actually gets away from the defender. And McLaurin's got some speed, and he's going to go the distance. 58-yard score. Washington, big play after big play after big play. It's 23-7 now. Tampa Bay back on offense. Here's the 3rd and 4. They connect to Antonio Brown. That'll move the chains. And Washington's defense, this is what you run the risk of, though, is their defense getting tired. As the offense for Tampa Bay has stayed on the field a long time. Here's another connection to Antonio Brown. A quick gain of 15. That puts him at midfield. Now 1st and 10, a man in motion across the formation. He can't get set in time. That's actually going to be a delay of game. That could be a costly 5-yard penalty against Tampa Bay. Now 1st and 15, no motion on this play. Instead, it's a delay give to Fournette, who's brought down by Hudson. However, there's another flag down the play. This time it's a legal block in the back. So Tampa Bay's momentum on this drive being shot by self-inflicted wounds. Now 1st and 21. They're going to go empty. Brady scanning the field, looks across the middle, and wild throw for a Gronk. It's a surprise. This place is rocking, though. FedEx Field, everybody on their feet. Now 3rd and 21, 4-man rush. Brady throws it right side, has Miller. He's going to be well shy of the sticks, though. Tackled down at the 45-yard line, and that'll be another punt and take us to the 2-minute warning. Washington up 23-7. Remember, they also get the ball at the half. They're already at the 41 of Tampa Bay, and here's a crossing pattern that connects with Samuel. That gains about 9. And right guard Eric Kush is actually hurt on the play. Now 3rd and 1. Play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick rolls out to his right, and he's just going to run for it himself and pick up the 1st down before being shoved out of bounds by Vita Bea. Minute 43 left to go at the 29. Fitzpatrick drops back. Looks right side, has De'Ami Brown. He's going to be tackled in bounds, but that's a quick gain of 7. Washington still has 2 timeouts. 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick fires. There's De'Ami Brown again. Gets inside the 15, now into the red zone. 40 seconds left to go in the first half. It's a draw play to Gibson, trying to catch this Tampa Bay defense off guard. They run it clocked down to 25 seconds. Fitzpatrick scrambles out to his right, throws to the corner of the end zone. He has Samuel for a score. Touchdown Washington. 30 first half points for the football team. They go up 30-7 going into the half. Does Tampa Bay have any sort of answer if they want to go back-to-back? You'll have to find out in the second half. Now we know this is the 4 versus the 5 seed. Here are the 3 matchups in the wild card. The Seahawks actually upset the Cardinals 21-16. So that means if Dallas wins, we will be hosting the Seahawks. But if Chicago wins, we will travel to Shoulder Field to face the Bears. But let's get to the end of this one first. We're up 30-7 and get the football to start the second half. It's a starting run by Gibson, only his 5th run so far of the day. Washington's offense has actually not been on the field for all that long. They run it again with Gibson. He gains maybe 1, makes it now 3rd and 5. Tampa Bay brings pressure. Fitzpatrick looks, and he has Samuel on a crossing pattern. Samuel again is going to pick up the 1st down. Samuel this year has been phenomenal since coming back from injury. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Fitzpatrick tries to find Gibson on the check down, does overthrow him. Now 2nd and 10. Going to throw for it again, trying to set up a screen for Gibson, who has it at the backfield. He's going to be chased down, however, by Levante David. Now 3rd and 7. They're going to go empty. Tampa Bay backs out of pressure. Fitzpatrick throws a deep ball left side. He has Samuel, who gets behind the defense. 54-yard touchdown pass to Curtis Samuel, his 2nd of the day. And Washington now up 37, pending the extra point, to 7. This one is officially turned into a blowout. 30-point lead. Tampa Bay is almost on the verge of being eliminated already. We do go a little bit deeper into their drive. They're inside the 20 now in the red zone of Washington, as there's a handoff. Now 2nd and 6. Tampa Bay going to throw for it. Brady's got time. It's only a 3-man rush, and he does find Chris Godwin in the end zone, so that will help as Tampa Bay puts 14 up, making it 37-14. Now into Washington's drive, 2nd and 12. They're at their own 13. Here's a dump off to Gibson, who sheds a tackle, and Gibson with a burst of speed picks up the 1st down. So hard to bring down. Nelson was hurt on the play. Now it's 3rd and 3. Fitzpatrick on an empty formation. He's going to be brought down for a sack. That'll be Tryon Shoyinka, who gets his 1st of the day, forcing a Washington punt. And we'll get to the end of the 3rd quarter. 23-point lead here for Washington going into the final frame. All they got to do is close it out. Tampa Bay is inside the red zone again to start the 4th quarter at the 15 of Washington. And they'll convert a 2nd and 6 to Miller, putting them now down at the 7. Brady now this time looks left, and he has Mike Evans, who dives into the end zone. So Tampa Bay chipping away at this lead. However, is it too little too late? They're now down by 17. Going to go for 2 to make it a 15-point game. And Brady does connect with Gronk in the back of the end zone. So 37-22. This one's not over yet. I'll go back to the Washington offense. They had the ball at their own 18. We'll slow it down a little bit as Gibson gets absolutely upended on the first play. That is Ndamukong Suh with the run stop. Now 3rd and 6. Washington can't play too conservative. They're going to throw for it here. He has a man deep. It's Gibson, but that one is batted away from him. Nice defense by Jordan Whitehead to force the pass breakup. And now Tampa Bay has the ball again. And on 1st and 10, here's a quick pass to Godwin across the middle. He's going to race to the 36 of Washington. Tampa Bay, they're so explosive. They're not out of it until the clock hits 0. 1st and 10 pass. There's Godwin again. He's not going to go anywhere, though. Actually might have lost a yard, making it 2nd and 11. Now 3rd and 11. Brady going to throw from underneath center. He's pressured, rolls to his left, finds Fournette, and Fournette will get close to the sticks, but he didn't get it. 4th and 1 here for Tampa Bay, and they're actually going to kick the field goal. So you're down by 15. This now puts you down by 12, but you're still down by 2. So a very interesting call by Bruce Arians. Nonetheless, no, 37-25, and that one's almost intercepted. A hit off of a lineman's helmet. Fitzpatrick was lucky that one fell to the turf. 2nd and 10 now. Fake the jet, give it to Gibson. Hesitates, but finds an opening. Picks up 5, up to 120 yards today. Now 3rd and 5, though. This is a big play for Washington. Fitzpatrick drops back, 4-man rush. Moves to his right, fires that way. Has Gibson, who makes the connection. Almost hit down by the defender, but Gibson races forward to the 49 of Tampa Bay. Big time 3rd down conversion for Washington. Inside 10 minutes, they can now continue their drive. 1st and 10, here's a quick pass. There was a free rusher, but Fitzpatrick gets it off to Thomas, who gets close to the 1st down marker. 2nd inches, here's McKissick getting himself a rare carry. Only his 2nd of the day, but he powers forward. McKissick, a good change of pace back whenever Gibson does need a break. Now 1st and 10, speaking of Gibson, he got it out of the backfield again. This is a quick 13-yard reception, and Washington continues to kill clock. Play fake now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick has a wide open Bates to the 1-yard line. Couldn't stay in bounds, but now it's goal to go for Washington. 1st and goal, empty set, but they call a QB draw, and Fitzpatrick will fall into the end zone for a touchdown. His 4th of the day, 1st rushing, and Washington extends their lead to the 2-minute warning, now up 44-25. Tampa Bay is knocking at the doorstep, though, but it's 3rd and 3, and they do connect to Rob Gronkowski for his 2nd score of the day. So Tampa Bay still not trying to go quietly. However, they need the onside kick. Down by 12. They do have all 3 timeouts. And this one is picked up by Everett, who goes down awkwardly. And now Tampa Bay needs a quick stop. 1st and 10. Gibson is the deep back. It's going to be a stretch give to him. There's no space outside. Nice defense to chase him down. 2nd and 10. They're going to continue to run. Tampa Bay is out of timeouts, so they can't stop the clock. They get it to 4th and 10. Washington does kick a field goal. They go up 47 now to 32. A 15-point lead, and that will be how this one ends. Tampa Bay goes home in the wild card matchup. Washington gets revenge from last year, and they move on to the divisional round. An absolutely explosive performance from Washington. Tampa Bay's offense looked phenomenal as well, but Washington just scored on so many big plays, whether it was the punt or the long run or the deep ball to Samuel. Washington just hit on all cylinders. Fitzpatrick once again took care of the football, and Washington is able to pick up the victory and move on to the divisional round. Now, we don't know who will be playing in the divisional round. We saw the Seahawks win, but it really comes down to that Dallas-Chicago matchup. Tampa Bay, unfortunately, is going home, and we do get an injury. Adam Humphries is actually hurt in that game. We will get Brandon Scherf back, but are missing now our slot receiver. We do sign Cody Thompson from the practice squad to fill that wide receiver void, and in turn, we send James Smith-Williams down to the practice squad with Devin Hodge playing so good. So who are we playing in the divisional round? It'll be a home game against the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks will travel to Washington to face the football team In the final 8, here's a look at the scores in the wild card round. The Titans do beat the Texans 28-14. So Texans Cinderella season comes to an end. Coley did a great job out there with the Texans. He would be my vote for Coach of the Year if I had to say so. But they come up empty against the Titans. The Bengals also take care of business against the Colts 27-24. Both quarterbacks just 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But it was Joe Mixon's 2 rushing scores that are able to get it done for Cincinnati. So they stay alive and they move on to the divisional round. And they will be playing the New England Patriots. And finally in the AFC, the Chiefs beat the Ravens 30-24. Jackson continues to not be able to beat Mahomes in the postseason. So that means in the AFC side of things, it was all chalk. All the home teams won. So we will see those matchups in just a moment. But now to the NFC side of things, we did see Seattle beats the Cardinals 21-16. Russell Wilson 230 and 2 scores in the air. Arizona just couldn't get it done. Couldn't stop Seattle. A little grinded out action here. No turnovers on both sides, but Seattle picks up the victory. And then Cowboys do beat the Bears 35-21. Send them out. Fields did throw for 2 touchdown passes, but it was all Zeke Elliott. 19 for 123 and 3 scores on the ground. That'll be what the number 1 seed Saints have to deal with in the next round as we take a look now at the playoff bracket. It'll be Patriots versus Titans, misspoke over there, and Chiefs Bengals. On the NFC side of things, we'll be playing the Seahawks, and it'll be the 1 seed Saints versus the 7 seeded Cowboys. Now, I actually have played the Seahawks this year. We did play them back in Week 12, where we lost 17-12 on prime time. Now, that was before we ripped off winning 5 of our next 6, since Fitzpatrick did throw for 392, but he did turn the ball over 2 times. Fitzpatrick has not had an interception in recent weeks, so we need to keep that Fitzpatrick if we want to get revenge and beat the Seahawks. This is still a very solid Seahawks squad, still led by Russell Wilson, who's looking for another Super Bowl ring. There will be no DK Metcalf, so it will be Tyler Lockett, who had a big game, as you just saw in the box score against us back in the previous outing. He will need to do it again for Seattle. As far as their defense, I think they are a little weak in their front 4, but they do have Bobby Wagner, who can still lay the boom at middle linebacker. And they also have Jamal Adams at strong safety, who you got to watch out for. But offensively, the Seahawks, they do have some talent. Russell Wilson, who is always a threat to run as well as pick you apart. They do have an underrated running back, in my opinion, in Chris Carson, who you don't hear very often named as one of some of the best, but he will be hard to stop. And then Tyler Lockett, like I said, who had a big game against us last time. We will have to stop him this week. Defense, I don't want to run at Bobby Wagner. He is very good at forcing fumbles as well as covering the middle of the field. And then Jamal Adams as well. So I think, though, if we can run maybe east to west, maybe throw some quick passes outside, I think we have a chance against the Seahawks. But there will be more playoff action. We will host the Seahawks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.